Hello, welcome to ET Garage. I'm Eugene Tordo, and today's video is going to be about what I'm going to do with this stuff. Alright, like I was saying, today's video is going to be about what I am going to do with this foam filter material. This is going to be used on the C4 Corvette, and it's going to go right here. People not familiar with the C4 Corvette, they never had a cabin air filter, ever. Okay, I don't think GM came out with cabin air filter until, I don't know, maybe with the C5. Anyone have a C5 Corvette? If that came from the factory of the cabin air filter, let me know. But none of the C4 Corvettes, 84 through 1996, came with a cabin air filter. Now, there are companies that make a cowl vent filter. And it's basically material like this, a little thicker, and I think it's gray. And it comes pre-cut, and you just lay it basically right in here and cover up these vents, these cowl vents. These are the vents where all the fresh air comes in to go to your AC and your heat, and your cabin blows air into your cabin. That's where it comes through. It comes through these vents. So you can buy that pre-cut. They're not expensive. And just lay it in there. And the thing I don't like about that is I just don't like the way it looks. A lot of people like them. It is a good way to cover up this area. Like my car needs this really cleaned up really good. And I should probably take this all off and probably reseal it. Like you can see, all this is starting to, what I refer to as the factory elephant snot or sealer, is all dried up and cracked. So that needs to be taken care of. This car, if you're not familiar with it, has over 284,000 miles on it. Yeah. Also, this cowl vent here needs to be repaired. I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to do, I don't like where they just lay in here like that. It just doesn't seem right to me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these vent covers, one over there and this one here, and I'm going to cut this out to fit on the inside of these. Now, first thing I need to do is get the windshield wipers out of the way. There's two ways you can do that. You can pop it up and pull this lever out, and it stays up and then it pulls out. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it different. I'm going to come over here, turn the ignition on, and then just turn it to mist. When it comes all the way up, turn the ignition off, and they're up out of the way. That's how I'm going to do it. Then I'm going to get a torque bit. I think it's a T15. And start removing all these little torque bits. And take this off. Cut the foam out. Attach it. And put it back in. Now, the thing you got to be careful with that is, like, you can see this arm right here for the windshield wiper. Hopefully you guys can see that in there. It comes almost up against it. So now, once this is glued in, it's not going to be a problem. Just press against the foam. I could have got thicker foam. I just went and got 1/4 inch foam. I think this was around 15-16 bucks on Amazon. You can get it probably Home Depot. I think for about, if you want to get that pre-cut stuff, you can get that and just lay that in there. Like I said, if you want to do it that way, I'll leave a picture somewhere up here of that stuff. But let me get this stuff off, and then we'll cut them out and glue it and put it in there and see how it looks and all that good stuff. Alright, they're off. These screws, by the way, are stainless steel. They will stick to the magnet tray. I know they're stainless steel, which make them really good. You definitely don't want anything but stainless steel in that area because it's going to get wet. Alright, now looking at this, I just ran into what I think is going to be a big problem. And that's when you go to remove these, you have to bend them and sort of curve them under, which means it's probably going to tear that foam material. I'm going to go ahead and cut them out and glue them and see what happens. This one here needs to be repaired. These wire meshes here, these are wire meshes, not plastic. They're actually like melted onto it. They didn't glue them. They actually it seems like they melted them onto it. At least that's what it looks like. I could be wrong. Maybe it is some type of glue. But I'm going to try and re-glue them and all that good stuff. Another option would be to just cut the foam out to the shape of this and glue it to it over the outside. You don't want to remove this wire mesh. This is metal mesh. And the reason you don't want to remove it because you don't want rodents chewing through it, getting through it. They can chew through that foam material real easy. And you don't want them chewing through this metal mesh because then they'll get in your venting system and probably get in there, die, and rot away and smell really bad. So that's why you don't want to do away with these metal meshes. Now, let me get the piece of that foam and cut it out, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, I got it cut out pretty good. Hopefully you guys can see this good. Going to glue it. Before I do that, I want to get this all cleaned up. Now, one thing negative about this is anytime you need to clean these filters, you need to remove these vents completely. So that's kind of a pain. I'm still worried about when I go to slide this in after I get it glued, that it'll tear. But before I go ahead and glue that, I need to get this all cleaned up. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, get some rubber gloves on, and get something like Super Clean and clean that up. So I'm not going to show that. I'll just go ahead and clean it up outside and get going on this and be right back. All right, time. Now, I got this all cut out, and I just need to glue it to it. And originally, I was going to take some spray adhesive, just spray it on and stick it. But what I don't like about this is it's going to spray through all this metal screen and it's going to make it all gooey and stuff, and I don't want that. I just want to put it specific. I was going to use some weather strip adhesive, and I thought I had a tube of black. I used to have a tube of black somewhere. I can't find it. I guess I used it all up. But I do have this tube of yellow that's been sitting around for forever. So what I'm going to do is use this. Hopefully it won't shine through anything too bad. In other words, it won't show through the other side. Yeah, I hate using this stuff. Probably be better if I got some other type of adhesive, but this is what I got, so this is what I'm using. I could also use like black RTV. That would probably work good. RTV is really a sealant and not an adhesive though. But anyway, let me get this on there best I can. Wear gloves, of course. I'm just going to put try and use the bare minimum. Looks good. I'm going to trim this just a little bit more, it looks like. Get the cap back on that. And now this one should be the easy one. When I go to do this one, it's going to be a lot more difficult, not to glue and cut out, but to reinstall. But let's go get install this one and we'll see how it looks. All right, there we go. We got the easy one done. Now I still got to do that other one. Like I said, the downside to doing it this way is every time I need to clean this that filter, I need to remove these, which is a lot more difficult than the one that just lays on here. Sometime in the future, I do plan on removing all this and redoing this whole area. Get it nice and black. I don't know if you can see it over there. You can see where the black paint came out. I'll show you that here in a little bit. Let me get to the other side. All right, here we are on the other side. You can see here, that's the factory original paint. That's how it would have looked new from the factory. And this black paint was over it. They must have painted this after. I guess they paint that after from the factory. So sometime in the future, I'm going to remove these arms, this rubber seal here, cowl hood seal, and reseal all this. This is actually really important that this is all sealed, by the way. If water gets down in here, especially in this area, it gets down on the electronics, the HEI cap. If you get water down here, like on your windshield wiper motor, that is bad because it can get through this seal. Under here's a circuit board, and you cannot get those circuit boards anymore. So you don't want to screw them up. So that's another future project. I'm just going to do this real quick. Let's get to cutting and gluing the other one. Alright, this piece is ready to go on. One thing I recommend is don't use this stuff. Get a better adhesive. I was hoping to spray this adhesive into a cup like this and then use this foam brush to brush it on just where I needed it, and that didn't work. I should have planned ahead a little bit better as far as the adhesive. I thought I had more stuff laying around, but I didn't, so I just, for the purpose of this video, use this. This is working good, actually. As soon as it goes on, I can stick it on. I don't have to wait for it to dry or anything. That's a good thing. So let's see how much trouble I have getting this in. One thing about like this here, this little piece that pops off, that's for the nut on the back of the windshield washer pump, if you ever have to remove the windshield washer pump. I just went and covered it completely. If I ever have to remove the windshield wiper pump, I can either just cut that out, pop this out and cut it out, or I can just remove this whole vent. That's, like I said, the one downside to this is anytime I need to clean these vent filters, I'm going to have to remove these entirely. Maybe I'll come up with something different. I think maybe I'll come up with something different that'll make it easier. I also could have somehow, would have been nice if, say, I had a 3D printer, printed something that would fit over this, with the filter material attached, and then would either clip on or just get held on by a couple of these screws. If I had a 3D printer, I think I would do that. I could probably even do that with a piece of like sheet metal, paint it black, or you know, or something like that. So just if you decide to do something like this, get creative. You know, I still might do something like that. Who knows? We'll see in the future. Let's get to getting this put back in the car, and then we'll see how everything looks. All right, it's all done. I did check the wipers up and down and make sure it wasn't, you know, interfering with the foam or the foam interfering with the wipers, just to play it safe. I think I might have did this differently, knowing what I know now. I think I came up with a better idea while I was doing it, where I could make maybe a cover that attaches over the top of this. There's a piece of plastic there, but and of course, when I was putting this in here, I had to bend it and contort it to get it between the glass and this cowl, and I ended up breaking it. I don't know if you can see that there. It ain't nothing bad. It does look a lot better than, I think it looks a lot better than where you just put that foam on top. I mean, the good thing about getting that foam piece, that cowl vent foam, is it covers up everything under here. So if you just want to cover up everything real quick, get that. If you want to be different like me and make this, go ahead, do that. Come up with your own idea. I keep getting, I'm starting to get a bunch of other ideas for doing this too. But yeah, like I said, the downside to this is every time it needs to be cleaned, I'll have to remove all these screws and take them out. It ain't that big a deal. It's unfortunate that they didn't have cabin air filters back in the 80s and 90s for the Corvette, like modern cars do. But when you think about it, I went pretty much majority of my life without a cabin air filter and survived. Okay, just think of it that way. So, do you really need it? Yeah. Is it worth the trouble? Well, that's up to you. I hope this was helpful. And my battery's about to go dead. So I'm going to end this here. I hope it was helpful. I hope it give you guys some ideas, some creative ideas. I have some other ideas for that I might do in the future. But for now, I'm going to end this video. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.